Hey everybody, welcome to the review show for the inaugural Broken Wing Falken Series championship race we just had last night on the dark roads of Road Atlanta. Um, we had there's a lot of battles up and down the grid. It was pretty exciting. There were some spectacular crashes, a little bit of blue flag drama here and there. Kind of typical stuff at Road Atlanta. It's a short track. It felt like. As the GT4 class. Once the LMP3s found their way to lapping us, that was just a constant from then on out. There was never really many laps without them, at least one of them showing up. So it always keeps you on your toes, especially through the S's. As a the slower car, you don't want to really be in their way, but sometimes it's kind of unavoidable through the S's. There's nowhere to go. Um, so it was a great time. We had a lot on the line going into a final race, which I mean, you just love to see. You love to have some drama. Um, we had Ken Copeland hoping, praying that Chris Chitterling had a bad race so that he could hold on to his championship, knowing he wasn't going to be there. We had, what was it, like 20 points separating first through third in LMP3. It was a lot of drama, a lot of things on the line. What better way to have a final race of a brand new series? So to start, we will get into the maybe less exciting title battle, but honestly, from watching the broadcast, the more exciting race with the GT4s. We had title hopeful Chris Chitterling needing about 24 points, 224. That's not bad. Clearly, as you can see, he achieved that to get his title. But in qualifying, it was looking a bit hairy. I think he was fifth behind me of all people at one point. I know watching the broadcast, he had a couple of laps get taken from off tracks, but mark of a true champion. He clutched up at the end and ran a couple of pretty spectacular final two laps in quali to put himself second behind fellow Chris Lambeth in the Cadbury Cream Egg car. Um, so those two were your top two. And then I can't remember. I know Elliott was somewhere up there. And I know I ended up, I believe, fifth. So, oh, and Josh Grosso, he was there. So your top four, to be completely honest, were kind of in a class of their own. This after the start, they pretty much immediately put a gap on me in fifth, and uh, who was it? I'm trying to remember his name. I feel really dumb right now. Patrick Rich. We were fifth and sixth, and we fought through the S's on the first lap, and they pretty much put a second or so on us there, and we never really saw them again until some chaos later in the race. But so yeah, those four were running up front. They were putting on a show. I believe watching the broadcast back, it was quite exciting. I think they were dicing it up. Christopher Chitterling really didn't need to beat them to get this title, but that didn't stop him. He was going to war with all of them. It was really fun to watch. There was some great battles, four cars, nose to tail for pretty much the entirety of the race until near the end when things got a little bit chaotic. But I know at some point Chris Chitterling had a spin. Well, it looked like maybe through the S's, and then he had one going on that little mini straightaway between before you get on the back straight that turned into another. He had himself a rough couple of turns there. Found himself in fifth, and kind of at that point it seemed like he just settled in and brought it home, knowing he was gonna take the title if he just didn't crash himself out. I believe he was on like 14X as well, so one more off track and he'd have had to do a drive through. But I mean, even still, finishing all the way down wherever Jeremy Wu did would have almost got him the title. I mean, Tyler Bramble had a pretty substantial crash, and even his point score would have got him the title. So really wasn't too much to worry about on his end. Elliot Burton takes the win today or yesterday. He ran a super solid race. Him and Josh Grosso they had quite a battle going on. I was watching that on the broadcast. If you haven't watched the broadcast, it's on YouTube. Uh, as a upload. It was a fantastic race. I would suggest going there. Broken Wing Racing League's YouTube channel, our Discord, and our website will be linked in the bio in the description. You can find it there. But yeah, it was a really great battle, and unfortunately a little bit spoiled. Josh had to save a bit of fuel near the end, which kind of just made it an easy ending for Elliott. But up until that point, what a great battle! It was one awesome way to finish the season. I think everyone had a good time, getting to grips with this new series. I know in the new patch for season 4, our Falcon series is season 2. There will be some balance changes to the GT4s. Everyone's gonna have to get used to some cold tire warm up. They're changing the brakes a little, the aero. I think they're gonna be a little bit faster, brake a little worse. So it'll be interesting. We'll have a new tire model, so that'll be uh that'll be a fun time. We'll see how that shakes up. And hopefully we get some, just keep growing, get some more people on the grid. I think we had like 14, 15 cars somewhere around there. It'd be awesome to have, 25 of both fours, GT4s, and P3s. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, great season. Congrats to Christopher Chitterling. Get no one else can ever have the first title. So that's yours, history books. Now let us move on to uh the battle for the LMP3 title. As you can see, Zach Hebert, uh, he took it home. I mean, I believe, qualified pole. Um, he had like a 3-second lead, like a couple laps in. He was cruising. He dominated start to finish. At one point, I saw he came through, and then Peter and Mark came through, kind of like together, and I was like, I mean, I guess they got it. There's no way they're fighting each other. They got to be trying to push up and catch Zach and make a battle out of this. But Zach really, I mean, navigated traffic, navigated all the chaos, and just ran away with it. He really showed what he was made of. His third win of the season, takes the first ever overall title for the Falcon Series LMP3 championship. So congrats to him on that. What a showing. Um, you know, hopefully everyone retools this off season and the like 2 weeks that it is, and comes back swinging to try to take the crown from him, give him all he can handle next season. But yeah, what a run. This was what a great series or battle for the first season. I mean, you had 3 cars within 20 points of each other going into the last race. That's some pretty epic stuff there. That's kind of what anybody dreams of, is a final race, winning, it's yours. You don't have to worry about what other people are doing, calculating, oh, if they get fifth and I get first, I win. No, it's you win, it's yours. That's bottom of the ninth, 2 strikes, home run to win it kind of stuff. And Zach came up clutch. He did not let the moment get too big for him, and it's awesome. It's great stuff. So yeah, congrats to him. Race win, title win. And hopefully next season we have just as great of a battle. So yeah, with all that, there's not much else to go over. I just want to say thanks to everyone for making this first season just as awesome as it was. I felt like we had great races, great discussions in the post race chat every week. So yeah, it was great. Jason obviously killing it on the broadcast as usual. Mark destroying those highlight videos; those are always super fun. And yeah, just hope to have another wonderful year this upcoming season, and keep growing. So I think with all that, I think that's the end here. Look out for Sunday, the GT3 race. So the recap for that will be coming out Monday, and I think we'll try to also get out a preview video similar to like we did for this for the Le Mans series that's finishing up on Tuesday. I believe tonight there will be ARCA racing. Tomorrow, I believe, is the V Rays race. I think that one gets broadcast by our good buddy Jeff Lubitsch. And then Friday night, we have the F4s. So lots of stuff to look out for, lots of stuff to race. And, maybe next season we'll look into, at least doing some reviews or updates for those series as well. So have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you Monday.